Posing with the Pro, shirt on, Fidel, that's my boy. I posted my light heavyweight class video on my website if anyone wants to see it. Links in my, I put the link in my bio, but how do you do that swipe up thing where you make it swipe up and you can go to the thing? John, that's how you do that. How do you do that? Send me a message. Anybody else knows how to do it? I'm a fucking IT guy. They gotta figure it out. I have no time. That's the number one excuse I laugh at. All it means is I don't have time for that. That's what that means. Transformation Tuesday. Looking good today. It's like a transformation. It takes me a few days to really fill out. You know, a few days of that. 205 today. I'll show you what it looks like. Take some pictures. Boom. That's an old YouTube trick. I don't do YouTube no more. It's a lot of fucking work. Shout out to my boy Chris Jones in Texas. I watched that thing come all the way up. It's a lot of work. Rendering videos, all that bomba clock, dog. Like even the videos of my class, and up there's John's posing routines up there too, and so's Jeff Beckham's. Jeff Beckham's posing routine was fucking fire. The videos are from my live feed from IG, so I had to record them in 720. But the video from finals of my class is in high def. The first one isn't, sorry. You know, some people don't really know technology as well as we do. You can't hate on them. But it's some footage. Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed about the media coverage of bodybuilding in a whole, not to mention here in our little province, Ontario. And with my skills, I'd really like to push the forefront of it, but it's a difficult task. There's a lot involved. A lot of people are afraid about revenue that'll be lost, and rightfully so. You know, there's a lot of things that would need to be hammered out, but it's not a task that you should shy away from. It's a task that needs to be sat down and discussed. Flow charts, back and forth negotiations, because there's advertisement availability there, as long as people are willing to do the work. And you really have to have a passion for something to want to do that much work. And luckily for us here in Ontario, I have the knowledge and the passion to streamline videos and do all that stuff. But you know, I'm not really gonna push on that. We'll see how everything goes. God has everything goes. He gives me the talents that I have, and I just use them where I see fit. And hopefully that benefits myself, my friends, and my family, and the people I fuck with. On that note, it's a chat too much today, so if you don't want to hear me chat, move on. I want to talk about a Transformation Tuesday. Well, this is a transformation of self, and I think it comes from a lot, probably from yesterday when I posted my GAT, or my firearm. That's how they like for you to refer to it. Because it's funny, a lot of things that kept me in trouble when I was younger are things that keep me out of trouble, and things that keep me out of trouble now, like my PAL, my RPAL. That shit is so important to me. It keeps me straight and narrow because the OPP don't play. If you step out of line, they will come and take that shit. They don't play. And those are the things I try to teach my kids, you know, that you can have all the fun things that boys want to do and do all the fun things that boys want to do without ending up in prison. And I wish I had role models like that. So I guess I just wanted to put that out there just because I don't want to leave the wrong impression. But at the same time, I should be able to be myself at all times. And that's what I want from my life, longevity. I want to be able to make not like a crazy living, but enough to support my family and live a life with fun hobbies. Being myself, you know, I don't want to have to hide and be someone I'm not. And for that reason, there's a lot of jobs that I just can't take. Like, I'll never be a CFO, but I'll probably be, well, I am 3 times a CEO, but I mean of like a really big company. Because not that I have a problem answering to anyone. I actually work really well with people because I'm a people person. I'm really good with personalities. But it has to click. If it doesn't click, it doesn't. I'm a very real and genuine person. I'm always going to tell you 100% how it is. And sometimes that's bad, and sometimes that's good. Some people can't take it. So, anyway, That's why I just wanted to talk about transformation of self on this Tuesday transformation, because when I was young, I was a little bad motherfucker. And, you know, luckily God and my mama had better plans for me than what I was trying to do myself. And as a young man, coming up broke, with nothing, you know, nice cars, the people who have nice cars, money, because you ain't got shit, the people who have money, the people around you, those are the people you want to. And unfortunately for me, when you're growing up in complex housing, and your mom's on welfare, and she got 4 kids, and she going back to school and working nights at No Frills stocking the shelf, you know, taking bread so you guys can have bread at home. The only people around you who have that shit, fucking dope dealers and the OGs in the hood, and you know what? They grew up just under the same circumstances as you. So, you know, I don't boast it for that. I boast it for this. You can achieve, you can do, you can be whatever you want. Sean Roden told me I can be Mr. Olympia if I want. You know, you just gotta want it. You gotta go for it. So I told Sean, watch out, John's coming. You better take it now. See, I have this picture up here. Hold on, I'll show you. This is me and Jay Cutler, the year I got into bodybuilding. I always lifted in school. If you guys know Big V, he's like an icon in Toronto in bodybuilding. And I met him through a friend of mine at work, OG Jason Lee. And the way everything connected, yeah, I met Big Val through Jason Lee at work, which is weird because that's how my work got me into bodybuilding. But anyway, I digress. When I got into bodybuilding, I had just stopped like being this Bill's promoter guy. When my cousins used to do music, and we used to tour around the city and provinces, and I used to promote the music. That's where I get the personality from, that energy, that live up, live up, live up. Anyway, chat too much today, so if you don't want to hear it, move on. Hip hop, when you're into the music industry, there's so many egos. You can meet like your favorite rapper, and you know what? After you meet him, you're gonna wish you never met him, and that's kind of fucked up. It's just an industry where people just can't take a compliment. And if you look like you're a fan of someone, or you want to meet an artist that you've been listening to for the past few months, you know, it could come off really fucking weird, you know? And when you're from like the ends or different ends, you know, coming off like that is like a weird side man's thing, you know what I mean? You don't want to look like a weirdo, dog, so you just let that slide, you know? You can see your favorite rapper and just be like, and really in your heart, you're like, yo, fuck, I'm meeting this guy. So when Big V invited me to meet Jay Cutler, and I had been watching all of like the videos online of Jay and Ronnie all the years, like, and Jay was Mr. Olympia at the time. So Jay will always be my Mr. Olympia, because when I met him, this dude was fucking humble pie. Like, so humble. Like, here's 5-time Mr. Olympia, just chatting 6 times Mr. Olympia. Well, he was 5 at the time. Just chatting it up with me, and actually giving me the time to listen to what I'm saying, and that was like astonishing to me. And it just went on. Every bodybuilder that I met that I was a fan of, they're just great fucking people. And at the time, I had already been helping people with nutrition and getting into shape because of my boy Chris Jones that I mentioned earlier. He like kind of put me on the right track, and then when I started figuring it out, I was like, wow, man, this shit is easy. So after I helped myself, you know, I started helping like my friends and, you know, family, just because I was like, why don't you guys get in shape? Like, don't you want to be in shape? And then I just kept getting better and better and better at it. Like, it just turned out I had a passion, and then coming into bodybuilding, you know, it turned out I had an eye for it, which is a rare thing. Like, a lot of people can't see these things that we see. They're very, very minute details. It's hard to even explain. I don't even know how. But anyway, so Jay will always be my Mr. Olympia. I don't even know how I got all the way over here. It's a chat too much day, I told you. So anyway, transformation of self. Went from Badman, Lickle, thinks he's the to Bill's promoter, which kind of showed me like how to interact with people, and really you have to be a live energy to let people know that they're welcome. You know, a smile goes a long way. And I guess I would really have to thank my mom, because, you know, she didn't know exactly what I was out there doing when I was a kid, but she knew it wasn't good. I got a phone call one day and she was like, I enrolled you in school and took out a student loan in your name. That's Jamaican parenting. There's a student loan in your name. I enrolled you in school. Here's your dorm room. Go. You're going to school for IT. What in IT? I don't know. Said computer something. And you know what? I fucking thank my mama for that shit every day. Cause at the time it was hot as hell. You know, men's were getting sucked left and right. You know, men's were looking for a place to hide out. I was like, yo, let me just get the fuck out of here. You know, and shortly after that, my life just started changing. And, you know, it wasn't until I'm older and wiser that God bring these things that I wanted in the first place back into my life. You know, I guess in the end, God knew I wasn't ready for those things. But I must be ready now, because I got my RPL, got Audi A5. I love these things. These things are nice and shiny. They're just material things, you know. But when we work so hard just to keep a roof over and the economy's so fucked up, you run 3 businesses, work full time, your wife works full time, and you guys still just barely make ends meet. You know, so you gotta have something that makes you feel complete. Otherwise, you're just gonna feel like you're running in a rat race circle. You know, like a mundane member of society, and that's what they want. So find what you're passionate about, chase after it. Chase it like it owes you money. Like you just did a transaction and they didn't give you the paper. Chase it. That's how you need to chase your passion. And you might find new passions along the way. I found out I like contest commentary. Probably because I like talking shit on camera. And probably the same reason I feel no way to jump in front of 20 motherfuckers and flex. Like I'm the biggest guy on stage when I know I'm not. You know? God gives you your gifts. Use them. And that's my chat too much. Transformation Tuesday. Cardio done. Have a good day, guys. Bless up. God bless. I'm running a little late and I probably don't have time for this, but I love you guys. So after I rinse off my beef, then I use this XO, and to bring some beef flavor back into it. You can add onions, red peppers, and stuff. I got my chicken here, egg whites, cornmeal. Oh, and Jay Green put me on this stuff too. It's crack. Yeah, so I'll be eating probably mostly clean today. 205 is my fill point, so I'll probably just try to keep it here and bring some carbs back in and keep it tight this year. That's the general idea anyway. But I'm like, I have an off week right now. I really want to go train, but John told me not to go train, and I haven't got my plan yet. So I'm just, you know, just making sure I don't get fat until I get my plan.
Yeah, baby. Light of mercy, why? Baby. Hey, what kind of man? Yes, I give you love. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner too. Hey, soon as I get home from work, I'll be love.
What I know about them bomber cartoons, you're right. Let them know.
I'll cook your dinner too. Hey, soon as I get home from work, I'll pay your rent.
Last one, that's it.
You say you love me, baby, and we should be together, but you just drive me crazy. Now that we are together, I can't wait till tomorrow. The very first time that I saw you, your lips were pale, and I said hi. I knew that you were but I was fed up. But I was caught up in physical attraction, but to my satisfaction, baby, you're more than just a friend. And if I ever fall.
is for that. Eat this now. Eat this. A couple weeks this will probably be drenched in Diana sauce, but we'll take our time. We'll take things slow. Who's that guy? I know that guy. That's my friend. It's a good motto. Just had to call and cuss out my firearms store. Fucking, they're supposed to start transferring my new P99 AS from like a month ago and they didn't do it. But I was so busy with prep, I didn't even bother to call. So now I'm done and I want my gun. You start the transfer, and if you call and ask about the transfer, they this is what they say. They say, "Oh, did we call you?" Right? Okay, so I wait a month and they didn't call me, and then I called them and they didn't even start it. They're lucky I still do business there for now. So just answering a quick question from a client text me about his maintenance level calories because he's doing a mini cut right now, and he wanted to know how they were set, if they were set at 25% of what he's at right now or whatnot. Santa's helpers are getting ready for Christmas. Find the workshops where elves build toys. Santa delivers a special Christmas gift. Look around the room for these holiday decorations. Can you find the angel? Good boy.
The angel?
Where's the green stocking? You gotta sit and play with them while they're young, because they get big. They want nothing to do with you. Watch this. Jay! Just check in, because, you know, I haven't seen you all day. You know, you've been in your room all day since you got home. Say hi. Say
Hi.
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 Say hi, buddy.
Hi.
Mm-hmm. Look at their big brown eyes.